I forgot what we were doing last week. I know we're really close to the night. I believe we stopped like right before we were gonna rest. This case needs an official name. Go to your inventory and interact with the damaged ledger to give it one. I can't put it on. I don't actually know how to interact with objects like the way it wants me to. Let me see if I was walking over here to talk to her. I think the last thing we did was...
You're back. Good.
I've talked
What can
to
I help
Everett
you with?
Claire.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
Okay, we're actually here with it. He's a beautiful man. Beautiful and just. Everett Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He's the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I did not like him, but I have to do his business. I took his... He's gonna help me. He is not the champion I've chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. I kind of want to pick this one, or he's a bloated rainbow socialist. I don't want to choose his side.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Oh.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Oh, I like her more than I like him, but do I want to pick a side here? Kim literally just told me not to. I could say he's helping me find my gun, but then I would be telling her that I didn't have my gun. So I'm just going to conclude for now. I love gossiping, though. I can get something from this. I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht. I could say this. But then I'm basically admitting that I helped the, conclude.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road,
we can gossip later.
don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
I'm not going to say you seem rich. Can I have some money? I've been waiting not to say that one. Go gossip, girl. Mary just wants to gossip. I actually think I need to talk to Kim. I just don't know.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Okay. This is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
Okay.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
I wonder what that says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. This is my superstar. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. I have no good option here. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. 3 is mysterious. 3 is mysterious and important, man. I kind of want to say this just because it's fun.
No.
You know, actually, no. I'm not great. I don't know why I said that. I wanted a little.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
Okay, I can't say different things. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. I might have supernatural abilities. What is supra?
He opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo?
Wait, which one is the one where you hear your Thai talk to you? Oh, Mambo. I have vivid interior. I see and feel things. Or Jambo. I got these strange shivers from being hungover just before a chill whisked down my back. I think I might have both Mambo and Jambo. I imagine strange things and get cold chills too.
I didn't know that was even possible. It must be a great burden.
It's both a burden and a gift.
It's good to have an ambidextrous paradetective in a labor dispute. I can see why they sent you. Should we go?
Enough of the competition. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
That's an 8% chance. And I got a +1 because of Sylvie's suicide jokes. Jesus Christ. Tell me about the case again. I can retry this. It is a white check. It's too low. What? That would be so low. I'm gonna ask this. It's logic. My logic's pretty low.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Dumb brain. You know, no, that makes sense. Nope. I'm good for nothing.
You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
I gotta be careful not to be mean to myself. I gotta be careful not to be mean to myself. I'll lower my morale. I'm a sensitive girly pop, and I can't handle the hate. Now I gotta read all of these. Got the key to the weasel's door from Manana. Asked you to open the basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupant. Was this the one we didn't? No, I think we had to do that. I need to get a sad song, a secret passage. I can't do this right now. Can't do this one right now. I think we're gonna have to rest. We're getting pretty close to resting time. I just don't even know how to rest in this game, honestly. Ask around about the tattoo's possible meaning. If there's something she wants to tell you, you just have to present her with your badge. I don't have my badge. Don't know how to interact with this. Who else has authorized access on the whirling trash? Find this person and you'll know who tamperized with the scene, but it's gonna take a while. Track down my badge. I might stumble upon it. I'm not smoking. I'm not paying for damages. I could ask my station for additional funds, but there's no way they're gonna give them to me. Someone's using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients. I do have to interrogate the drivers. Booze. The Union, that's right. They'll show up eventually in here. The mess hall. The hangman is down. Perform a closer inspection of the autopsy. Why didn't I do this? There was a reason. This will need a form to be filled. I think I was looking for my forms, right? Yeah. And the mess hall. This is the... I don't really know where the mess hall is. You know what we need to do? Before we go out, I don't know who Manana is. I thought the guy in here was Manana, but I don't think that's him. I think Manana is somewhere else. I thought I could interrogate this guy. You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But
He pauses.
those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a
didn't
bulk
like
shipment
this
from the
guy.
harbor. to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
Care to spare some change for a working stiff? Oh no, that's like give me money. I was like, what is he talking about? A working stiff? What does that mean? He means me, and he means give me money. So unbelievable.
It's raining again.
Pretty. Did she have specific lines with the rain? The young woman looks up at the laden sky.
It was clear just an hour ago.
The body's down.
Down? Do you mean the body is finally gone?
No, the body's on the ground.
Oh, right. Can you tell me when you've taken him away then?
Okay.
No. Do not report back to this random civilian about anything.
God. I need to find Manana, but I think for now I need to rest. I'm just gonna talk to the people around because we have done a
Looking
lot.
for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this mug in the trash. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go.
It was a racist
Haven't
mug.
seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Ay. You're lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs? Oh, is he hauling too? Racist lorry is wild. That's literally his name, right? He got into a fight with Kim the second he came in. I didn't read his name. I was advocating for him. I was literally I was like, well, wait, Kim, come on. We don't know anything about this guy. I read his name. Oh, Holland what?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Wait, how long has this been going on?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while.
I already
A
knew it,
month,
but
2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
okay. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Yeah. What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? I'm trying to push here, and I don't know the best way to do it. I mean, obviously, fighting this guy is not going to be the best way to do it. They make Al Ghul El Mar too. I was told they do.
Oh, I don't go for that foreign piss.
Oh my god.
Booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
Not the vodka racist. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Hello, comrade.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most camionneurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
My favorite traveling companion.
The bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. is not the line I thought I was going to hear today. Did you see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here? Oh, I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Wow.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Sheesh, indeed. Bad for him, I guess. Well, honestly, anyone who's friends with this guy, I keep forgetting that this guy's, like, racist. I keep just, like, just literally blanking. I'm like, oh, my empathy just comes back. I'm like, oh, shoot, that sucks, man. And then I'm like, oh, right. He sucks. Bad for him, I guess. I mean, I don't really know him, so.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
Furiously putting out a cigarette. If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B? We have 1 intellect, 5 psych, 4 physique, 2 mercs. And I am saving my points for when I need them. We don't really do anything until we need it. I could put some into savoir-faire because this is one I've been needing and I have been missing. I put 1 into empathy, I'm pretty sure. I'm an empathy fool. I'm almost too empathetic. And we are some kind of superstar with a volumetric shit compressor, a lonesome long way from home, and I'm not sure if I want to give in to communism just yet. It's very funny that I somehow went down the communism route without even realizing I was going down the communism route. I get it. If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran.
Oh, racist.
His little side business.
I was like, oh,
is
he
a
actually
scam.
knows.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who is this person you're talking about? Silling? Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his human ox lorry.
Where'd I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
The lorryman lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor.
Yes. Where is he?
I haven't talked to too many lorrymen.
Looks like I offended your partner there.
Oh my god.
Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sealang a visit.
Guess so.
Yes, so. Fuck you. It's just so much funner to be like a satirical character. Like, I just love the superstar options so much. I will just keep picking the superstar options. I've never been down here. I never got this far down. Wait. If I never got this far down, then that means I didn't look at any of this. An ancient fountain, it doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them all. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Okay, so this goes this way. Got it. I don't know why I thought this was a cutoff here. A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. Where's the sewer grate? Oh, right there. I'm so glad we found this area down here because I was feeling like...
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
I was feeling like there was supposed to be more stuff. Like more of these, forgotten their role. Cargo men shipping stuff. Because we had only met the one, and then I was like, where are all the others? But fuck me, this map continues.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Browse through the box.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Oh shit, this is low. Let's try. I
no
can
good.
already
All you
tell
can
I
come up
failed,
with are some
and I...
treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Why don't you just touch him?
They itch like hell. Like an itch pit in hell. The itch is so bad you'll want to smash someone's face in.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real.
I don't want to buy pants that are literally killing me. Why would I want to buy pants that are killing me? Can I browse again?
You find your hands deep
No, it
in
just
pants.
does
Economical,
the same
but
thing.
also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep
Okay.
the economy moving.
That's composure. I don't want the pants. Kim, you want to talk?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for the damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
I literally don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Sometimes having high empathy isn't better, you know? Like, did I? Okay, we gotta talk to this guy. I wanted to talk to that guy, but you know, Kim's telling me to rush, so let's try doing this first. I need a drink. Can you pour me one? No, that's gonna be money. But I do need a drink. Oh, it's been a long day. No alcohol. The money.
Yes, have you got it?
Can I pay with this check? Show him the giant novelty check. Oh, this might work.
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
The cafeteria manager stares at you baffled.
This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
Damn you, Fat Everard. Your novelty check is useless.
You can cash it in at the local
Halflight!
fleet near the harbor gates.
I'm
Though
getting
it might not
it!
be enough to cover it.
You can level certain aspects of your... Yeah. I see. Halflight. Let the body take control. Threaten people.
Water time.
I need more composure. Honestly, I think composure has been my biggest morale lower so far. How much do I owe you? I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing the stupid money game. Kim's about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However,
He adjusts his glasses.
I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He stops mid-sentence.
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Hold on. I still have my key in.
Good luck trying to use it.
He taps his foot against the metal box installed in the back of the counter.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
I'm not gonna break in. 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 This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Don't forget to read the detailed description. Oh, in the... Of this? Are there detailed descriptions in these? Oh, yeah. Halflight is your fight or flight response. It enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. It injects palpable fear into your heart. Fear that urges you to act before it's too late to act ever again. It is the aggression that lets you squeeze every last drop of information out of a witness. At high levels, Halflight makes you ultra attuned to the world. It is perpetual fear of your own shadow, of someone else's name or scent. You'll be ready always to pounce and physically interrogate passerbys. At low levels, you'll find your survival instinct is lacking and your methods limp-wristed. Those who respect violence will not respect you. Not a bad one. A lot of these, empathy really puts you in other people's shoes. You'll cry for their sorrows, punch walls, relieve their angers, and be an even more unstable cop. With low empathy, you'll be able to You'll be an ungainly beast, unable to talk to anyone without upsetting them. Make you king of cool, which is as much to say the most stylish douchebag in Revachol. Nobody will see you until you're ready to be seen, and then they'll get the full treatment. I can't. This is so cool. This is unbelievably cool. Oh my god. I'm not gonna read them all right now. I am gonna read them all, but just kind of slowly. If I get overwhelmed with information, I won't remember stuff. So what I'll do is whenever I see one, we will go back and probably read the more descriptive info. Whenever I need use of one. Better watch your mouth around me, boy. Because I'm not leveling anything up right now anyway. Until we actually need anything. I always pick up on that
Inside,
stuff.
you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
You're gonna sell some? No. Oh, I don't like this. This is like he didn't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Okay, so they're not yours. What do you mean confiscated? It wouldn't be right. Can I just sleep on the street, Kim? What are those things? What do you mean confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
So you took his spinners?
Mm-hmm. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence.
I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want me to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, outrageously cool.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
I'm not selling these. I'm not selling these. Can I say nothing? I'm sorry you have to sell them because of me.
As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
But thank you.
I can't take them. It wouldn't be right.
All right. Let's not take them now. Then come back once we realize we have to. Have this conversation again, and then take them.
Okay, Kim. I will sleep on the street before I take your spinners. I will sleep on the street. It's 22 o'clock. Let's get some stuff done, Kim. I'm up all night. I'm not going to the pawn shop. I'm not taking your spinners. This guy's gone. Fuck. I don't even think I can sleep on the street. We can't sleep on the street. I like literally don't know what to do. I don't know how I would have gotten that much money by now. Day 1? How much money did I owe? Like an incredibly high amount of money. What are these? Electrochemistry fingerless gloves. Whoa. This is pretty. Okay. This is the pawn shop, isn't it? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Welcome to the pawn shop. Most military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets
Yabo!
displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags.
It's like an
others
anxious
yet
excitement.
in bright blue
Thick.
uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win who back? Win her back.
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Who am I winning? Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Rider.
Who?
The Headless Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
I'm trying to get more money, not less, but okay.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
I didn't mean to come here and spend more money.
A typical Martinez streetlight.
Let your gaze run over the streetlights.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Where'd you get it?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
How much for the streetlight?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, it seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Could I ever buy this? Like, that's so much money. Oy. What's this?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
I really don't want to sell Kim's thing, but I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I have to sleep there? Is there somewhere else I can sleep? Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
No. What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Theoretically, could I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
You're right, Kitsuragi. Work first, party later. I'll just rock out with the pawn shop owner over here. Actually, it doesn't have to be the beach. With the boombox like that, I'll bring the party into the streets. I'll rock out with the pawn shop owner.
I don't like beaches. They accumulate too many photons. It's always chaos out there. But live your life, man. You can use it at a beach party if you want.
The Stereo 8 approved machine here. Are you sure it's in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
I did have a quest to get a tape.
Is the Harman Welsh
You can do that in this game. That's
W2,
so cool, man.
made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel
only 12.
formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
I literally can't. I can't. Oh yeah, the apricot chewing gum. Which I still wish I could eat.
Crinkled chewing gum wrapper.
That's how you interact.
The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots, with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
Why do I even care about this?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with a Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please.
I'll hang on to it just in case.
You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Actually, there's quite a lot to read into here. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell him this. This is your inane ideology. This mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my bad-ass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't even laugh anymore? I kind of like this one. I'm a hustler, yeah. I'm a hustler.
If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But if you want to earn real dough, finish the case and start getting paid again.
I need to interact with this.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Desperately.
A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Isn't it urinal? Urinal? Why did he say it like that? Is that a different pronunciation of urinal? Urinal. Anything else? I think I got it. Put the ledger away.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Smell the ledger? Look at the clipboard. Why do I want to smell the ledger? Why would I want to inspect any of this? It's a weird word all on its own. Urinal. You know? Pronounce it like that and you've got the weirdest word.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard.
Take it off.
You can take it off if you want.
It's not cool. Take it off.
Still wet. The
Thank
toilet paper peels off the plastic easily.
God.
All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila. The ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your fingers across the aluminum.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned? Point to the sticker?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
The cover cover. Interesting. What kind of information? How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example?
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Okay.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Yeah, but in the car, right? What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Not smelling the ledger, clipboard.
It's
Look.
made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Good to know I can beat someone into submission with my clipboard. Shake it.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Oh.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
How would I open it?
With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
I'll fail this. No. Okay, I could be a little bit more positive before I, but it's 42. It's low, man. It's low.
They're not exactly
It's still
white.
learning.
They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense,
Is
if
this
mostly
mine or
illegible.
Kim's?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51.
Are
This
these mine?
year, the exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
There was mention of a naming, like, is this my stuff? It must be. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages,
Zakia.
breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already
A
finished.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
I thought that was furries. The Furies are at home in the mirror. Is that what the name was supposed to be called? You guys told me this because they didn't call it something like this because it was... Everybody thought it was furries instead. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting stun. Shit on a stick. The Hanged Man. Yeah, I think I'll just do this one. Was the OG title.
Furies. Yes, well, I don't know.
It's obvious
I have to
he
be
doesn't
honest, I'm
like
not
it.
experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also,
He furrows his brow.
could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
I thought you would like that. The Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
There was mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare Article 3
Why
collapsing
couldn't we have done
tenement.
that one?
Murder features prominently throughout.
The murder at the hookah parlor sounds like a fucking clue case.
You like this grimy murdering. Don't
so
you?
good.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, all my cases employ a naming convention similar to what we used on ours.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I'm done.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
I can retry this. It's interfacing. I don't know if I'll put anything into interfacing right now, but...
It's not what you end up doing.
I have to...
You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some. Then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck.
I am so angry that it tells me my morale has lowered before it tells me the check failed. So I fucking know I failed the check before it tells me I failed the check.
A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why? It's unjust, that's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
I'm so pissed. I don't think... Can I read the case files now? I can retry this too, so it's okay. It's logic. My logic's so low.
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Wait. It's possible, yes, easy no. You need to come up with a small archaeological system to reorder the remains of your past works. At the moment, all they do is fall apart in your hands. Some dates in the numeric titular system is all you have. Did he read that? Why did it sound like he said something else? Bro, I can't even... My brain is so fucked, I don't even... Ugh.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red. All covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
What type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And...
I'm actually gonna put one into Halflight and one into Composure. I should use them on a need-to basis, but my Composure is really bad. I'm gonna put one in Composure. Composure makes you tuck your guard and maintain a stern expression. Even lying in bed late at night when no one else can see you, you'll have to keep it up. You'll never be able to stop. Oh no, I don't know if I want Composure. Take that back. That kind of sucked. What was the low? You'll never... With low Composure though, you'll always be the first to crack. Oh. Every cop's got a point when all that fear and rage comes spilling, and the one to unleash it. Don't stay on the force much longer. Perhaps worst, you won't even make the ranks. Oh, no. Let's do this. Misconduct fines.
a monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real.
No, I'm
The rest of the
stalling.
stinking cellulose is much worse.
Let's put the ledger away. We have enough to do. We got stuff to do. First, go to Kinema, turn on the lights, pay for damages. Take care of yourself, okay? Don't take care of me. I missed that. It said waterlock, and I thought I could re-click it. This game is so stingy with the dialogue sometimes, man.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a
gonna
bridge
shave
that
my
lets you
whole
cross
head
the
off.
canal. But there's a crashed salmon butter sign in the way. Pulling
Sell
the
it as a
lever
wig.
probably won't
Y'all
do
want it?
anything.
Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. I'll still pull it though.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Push it harder.
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation.
The lever. The lieutenant hums to himself while staring at your activities. Okay.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
I need to deal with the fact that I have nowhere to sleep. I just really can't. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to sell Kim's wheels. He wanted me to deck his rims, man, and I want to deck his rims. Is that how you say that? Deck his rims? I could maybe break in, but I just don't think I'm gonna be able to. Bro, what is Kuno still doing out? Doesn't he have a home? Kuno, go home. Wait, I can move with the WASD keys. I totally forgot. Okay, this has made my life significantly better. Okay, I really can't get in here. Maybe.
The door is closed.
Knock.
Still no answer.
Knock much harder.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Oh my god, Kim, can you just go downstairs?
He doesn't like where this is going.
Kim, go downstairs.
You should punch a fucking hole in
I'm
it.
not punching the hole. Suppress the urge.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly.
We're
Your
leaving.
breathing normalizes.
I'm normal.
That's one lucky door.
I'm normal. About the money.
Yes, have you got it?
How much do I owe
A
you?
lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real. Like what? I was rare.
Okay, I don't know how I could possibly get money. I'm just gonna wait until there's a certain point where the game forces me to make a choice, it seems. Because that's all I really can do at this moment. I think Kuno is happier not being home. I think Kuno probably comes from a shitty environment. Party all night, can we? I'm like, we could just... Let's see what Kuno's up to, man. Maybe he wants to play. There was some magnesium in there I can huff. Kuno! You want to talk about your personal issues again? Figure out what's going on with this kid. I need more empathy. I could put it into empathy, but I'm already at 6 empathy, and honestly, I'm a bit worried about being more of an unstable cop this early. So I'm probably just gonna fucking wait with Kuno.
Fucking care.
Can I sleep in like
before I
this shack?
squeal, pig.
Listen, child, the corpse made me puke twice. I was wondering why you don't.
Stay away from me, pig! You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
Well,
No, I'm talking to a child. I'm talking to a child. Let's get out of here, Kuno. You guys could fucking leave anytime you want. I would be very happy. I don't know if I could do the investigation this late at night. I don't think the game's gonna let me.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. His body is supine and open to intrusion. By autopsy, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Okay. Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence
We can't
as
do
you
this.
crack open the ledger.
Okay.
The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists
Let's get down to
describing
business.
the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Down to business.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
Let's begin. Assistant.
That's you.
Harry Dubois.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says,
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
KK? Is he here?
Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age?
Roughly 50.
Right. Roughly 50.
the
Kinda
corpse
like it.
looks ageless, like meat on a hook. teeming with
First.
opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Race.
Mondial.
Mondial. Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Oh my god.
Pigs can have sex!
Right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Right, 04, 03, 51.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment. Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
Okay.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed.
Agreed. No treatment.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerlack puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, a light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else.
I get these confused. I don't know why. They're not even similar. A Spirit de Corpse and Savon Fair. I didn't know this one was very cool. At high levels, you'll be the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able, but obliged to take a bullet for your partner. However, without a Spirit de Corpse, you'll be flying blind, unable to understand discreet remarks colleagues make in high-stakes situations, remarks that might just save your life. I'm glad this is high, because this is like me and basically my connection with Kim, which is why we've been getting along so well, or why I've been picking up on all of his stuff. Oh my god.
The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide, the other an accident, the small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Yeah.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings.
I'm lurking while I
A
drink.
thicket
my
of
coffee
boxes
before
and
I eat.
lists on red copy paper
Water
tries to
time.
answer why.
I could do any of these, I think. It would matter. I think we'll go into all of them each. Let's do external examination first.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Oh my god.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The red-haired thing, man. Jeez Louise.
The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Wait, is that real? Oh, well, maybe the blood flowed into the boot.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Okay.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini.
Okay.
The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Okay.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse hair before moving on. Write it down. Short, light brown, male. No, actually, why don't you just do a little touchy touch?
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch. Wet.
We don't need to stroke his hair gently. Just write it down.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
I can't. So it's 23 o'clock. What the fuck is this child still doing here? Get out! Go home, Kuno!
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write it down. Nothing about the high velocity. But amend. No.
Ligature mark.
He produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these chain cutters. I'm prepared. Don't pet the chain cutters, man. Oh my god. Pull them out. Just be normal.
Always good to think ahead. Now...
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully. With as much precision as you can.
Okay.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
C looks blasé. Yes, I'm Kuno's pig. I agree. No. You know what? Can we look for a good spot to cut?
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
This could give me like a plus. My morale's low. I don't know if it's affecting me. It could be, man. It could be. Please work. I'm worried this will like -1 me. I'm not your pig, Kuno.
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
No! What did I say? What did I just fucking say?
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
It's fine. It's fine. I literally knew. This -1 stupid argument with fucking Kuno is so good.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down. Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour, Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia...
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I knew Kuna was gonna say something.
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Unremarkable, huh? Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death? Let's not. Inspect the genitals. Is this just a looking thing?
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch. You should touch it.
Nope. Write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but
Might choke
asymmetrical.
Kim, I'm down to
There are
smash,
combat
though.
injuries on the right
Maybe I
hand,
should have touched it.
thigh, and hip.
No. Intrusive thoughts.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
That's a lot. Soldier, mercenary, write it down. Write it down.
Mm-hmm.
I was very
We have
close
a
to
real
stabbing
museum
myself
here.
there.
Of battles, wars.
Write it down.
Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, and then moves on to the other hand. We could pick up a hand each, and then we could hold each other's hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
I swear to God. Tell me, pleasure's all mine. Tell me, are you a temple of pain and a stranger to tenderness?
You get me, Kobo. I feel like you were once for tenderness and kisses yourself, but then shit went south and now you're ahead of even me on the pain front. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
The lieutenant concludes the dead man's fingers slip from your hand cold and sausage-like. Were you expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together these past 2 items.
Write it down. You know, this is interesting because you're telling me that this guy was a soldier, but he didn't fight back when he was hung, which is weird because we know that this wasn't a suicide. So was he asleep when he was hung? Was he drunk? Was he out of it? Like, how would you not have fought back in a situation like this where at least your fingers or hands wouldn't be like at least slightly bruised? Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
He turns aside to breathe.
All for the external. Well done. What next?
It's not enough. He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. You hear a muffled voice. Internal. Let's go.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
It don't even have a joke.
Goddamn. Nope. Right. NA.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if he was in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Why?
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid, ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Oh my god.
No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in.
Thank God I passed that. I'm not throwing up right now. No, just write it down. I don't think there's anything inside his mouth. I don't want to throw up again. Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so. He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust.
Neither am I.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Write an A.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both? No, I'll just write NA.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis
I just
is
like hearing
visually
Kim talk,
consistent
you know?
with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground. The pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Omit the voila. You know, can we keep it? Just once. Can I have a little bit of fucking fun, please? Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries. Summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Write it down.
And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion, fatal injury. Non-fatal, post-mortem. The bite marks were post-mortem. Yeah.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
Okay.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Fuck off, Kuno.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuna. He is silent with it.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal. We just talked about it.
Right. Next.
Ligature marks.
A dark red braided ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Is this his fatal injury? Is this what killed him? There was no signs of clawing. So I don't think it... Like, do I think he was dead before they hung him? Or do I think he was passed out before they hung him? I just don't know. I see hemorrhaging on the skin. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. Let's say 7. But the bone's fractured. The cervical column is intact, though. I kind of want to say post-mortem because there were no scratch marks, but let's see what Kim says. It might have been a fatal injury, though.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce
Even if
this
he was
field
passed
autopsy
out,
over.
it would be the fatal injury. He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. First, how did it go, honestly?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
I want someone to say nice job.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Perhaps a drink is in order? Later, I mean? My electrochemistry? At high levels, electrochemistry makes you a man of unrestrained pleasure. An unrepentant Lothario who leers at people with a bottle of speed and a plastic bendy straw in either hand. But with low electrochemistry, you'll be too innocent to be effective. Without a working knowledge of drugs and sex, the city will be difficult to understand. Have a drink with me, Kim. Please.
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink.
Oh, right,
You know
I'm an
that, don't you?
alcoholic.
You are proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you.
Aww.
Please get yourself together. The lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
He's right. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg
Rip out a copy of the autopsy page. Give it to Kim, yeah.
for processing.
He looks at the dead man once more, and then at the slip red paper, and then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Oh, search the body one more time, thoroughly. This is a legendary perception. There's no way I could do this. Like, I could put one into perception. At high levels, perception takes in every fine detail of the physical world, enough to overwhelm all but the strongest mind. However, with low levels, you're going to miss out on everything. After all, you can't arrest what you can't see. This is actually a pretty good one because there's no downside to being low. Only positives to being up. But I would never pass this even if I put 1 in perception, man. 14 perception is a tough one, yeah. Like, even if I put a point into this right now, I do have 2 points, so I could put 1 more point into perception just so in the future I'm perceiving a few more things. But I won't pass this. I know I won't. It's just gonna be too hard. Yeah, it's an 8%. Maybe I'll get that 92% fucking no. I'm gonna try. It might fuck me though. Do you have clothes that'll help your stats? Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Okay, that's a perception check. I can't change my clothes right now because of the current situation I'm in. Fuck. It would have been... I might, goddess. It was a good suggestion. This is like a... I think there's certain story things that don't let you change your clothes, right? Search the body one more time. Let's cross all our fingers, chat, okay? Search the body one more time. Shit! Oh no, actually, I was like, I should have done it, put a point into perception, come back, and done it again. But I've been trying that, and sometimes if I try a check, it won't let me retry it until I back out of dialogue, so... One more time. Oh.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look in his pants again. Oh my god. The damaged morale is unbelievable. It tells me I've damaged my morale before the check. So I know! I'm not looking in his pants. Look under his fingernails like Kim already did. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna find anything. Oh my god.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling there's more to this corpse, man. Rip indeed, sis. Rip indeed.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Oh my god, are you for real placating me on this, buddy? Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
His gaze settles on Kuno.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
I swear to God.
Only if all else fails.
He stresses. Okay. Okay. You know what? I think we can do... Oof. What can we do here? I did not expect to have more options. I didn't expect that I could put the body away and come back to it and examine it later if I get more perception. So that really was a white check. Okay. I mean, I was surprised it was a white check. I was like, how am I ever going to come back to this? We're going to have to package the body up. I need to take another look at the body first. No, I don't. Let's hurry.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
You can't do this to me, Kim, because it's 23:46, and at some point this game's gonna force me to go to bed. So don't tell me that I have a time limit. Whirling Frit, maybe Kuno. Honestly, I don't remember the Whirling Frit. The Whirling. This is the Whirling Frit. Who's Frit? I seem to be in need of a fridge.
Yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Flattery is the way.
Yeah, we've heard you have like a huge fridge. Colossal. Practically a mausoleum.
You've heard wrong. And you're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
Damn, I thought the size thing would work.
I'm not gonna even ask why. You're just gonna say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
Okay.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turn the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord of his realm.
I don't like this guy. He's keeping me from my bedroom. He's keeping me from the fridge. Can we just kill him?
Let's go talk to the Frit clerk.
The Frit clerk. What is the Frit? I don't even know what that is. And is the Frit open? Does somebody know what Frit is?
That felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. It felt really good.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That's true.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting your authority.
Fuck yeah, motherfuckers.
That's the spirit.
Oh, I healed health. Could you have healed my morale instead?
Never forget, the whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Have I been in here? Or was this just not open the last time? I don't know if I want to talk to Measurehead one more time. Maybe say something. A little something.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
I could keep asking people about the mug, man. Know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Know anything about it?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Sorry.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Okay. I think he is. He seems like the type of man to break mugs, I'll be honest. More than enough to please a woman. Let's stop talking about Measurehead. I gotta find Frit. It might be this. I don't think I went in here. I don't think I even realized it was a store. The book says you must attain a Franco-Nigerian hard body at the nearest gym. What? I needed like another second to process what the fuck that just said.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I'm not. You know, just pat the box. Let's not be so dramatic, okay?
The box seems happy.
I'm happy.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Kim, look, bullet holes. Maybe look closer
The
first.
faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
I love this music here. I could just sit here and listen to this music for so long, man. Bullet holes.
Where?
I made a breakthrough. My lonesome way home. Cool. Did I finally get to... I think so. I finally got to 100% with it. I haven't gotten enough of communism to internalize it yet, but I'm glad I internalized that. Point to the chips on the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. This is a little simple, but I do want more here.
There? Those are old.
What do you mean old?
These bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
Okay. What can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Okay.
Lonesome. Long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street Spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Okay. Okay. I like Lonesome Way Home. I like some kind of superstar. I like the ones I've picked so far. The apricot chewing gum scented one. I'm so curious. Like, some of these are so interesting.
The worn label reads,
I
you
can't do
carefully
anything with
fold
this.
the wrapper into a...
I want to, but I can't.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Flip through the page to see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Editor's note, read it.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism. But like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Do I want to build this? If I read this book, am I building my communism trait? Maybe it might be. My Mazovian socioeconomics. It has a temporary research bonus, but a -2 visual calculus. All of these. Oh. Learning cap for composure raised. Learning cap for perception raised. Speed gives 1 psi. All endurance white checks unlocked. Oh. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. That's really cool. Okay. I can forget them too. Okay. I'm too tired to read the magazine right now. I can read it later. I need to find what was that bee? Fritz? I think it said Fritz. I don't know what Fritz is though. I don't know anything based off of what they tell me. Frit. Ask the whirling Frit. Is this woman over here Frit? I gotta check.
What can I help you with at this late hour?
Actually, oh yeah, it's literally 00. Look at that. It's night. Don't you ever sleep?
Matter of fact, I don't.
Better to not poke further. That's good. This way you can answer me some questions. Why is that? No, I'll poke further.
I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. I'm old, you see.
No, you're not. You look young. I mean, I'm old too at this point.
Thank you. I do what I can to remain presentable. Now, ask me some questions. It'll help us pass the night.
I didn't speak with all of the lorry men.
On the contrary, officer. There are yet camionneurs you have not talked to. And don't look so surprised. In a time like this, it would be strange if Wild Pines didn't have eyes on the harbour. I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
Okay, so she's not Frit. I gotta start learning everybody's names because I don't know a single person's name. Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
Oh, I literally don't. She replies wistfully, looking around.
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
Really? You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to.
You think
do
she'll recover
anything at
from the
all.
old?
Nothing does. Like
honestly,
me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at
Lord.
all.
Cool. Other questions?
Shoot, Piggy.
Nothing. Bye, Cindy. Let's look for Frit. I think Frit might be the woman with the flower shop, perhaps? She's not here. Wait, no. No, this is usually where she hangs. The street sign says, fuck the police. Could I just, like, stay up all night? Could me and Kim just have a sleepover together? Honestly?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia? Stickers.
The driver has a
Welcome back,
daunting space
Will.
with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Snowy.
Proclamations
It's a
about
good day.
honor,
I got to
strength,
see you.
and purity are glued to
How you-
various panels.
Okay.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
Backseat.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy? Yeah.
Likely, yes.
Water time.
This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Unbelievable.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
What, me looking in his car? You think scared him? I'm so curious when it's gonna kind of force me to pass out. I'm looking for anything I could have missed in the area, but most of the stuff is closed off. I don't know what to do because I'm gonna have to ask Kuno if Frit's not out. Is Frit the person that... Is Frit the woman here? I'm very curious. I gotta talk to Kuno. I don't know who Frit is. It's the shop. Frit is a store. What am I missing? What store? The flower store? This is the whirling. Is this Frit? Right here? No, this is Gate. No. No. This is Frit. That's an F. That's an F. That doesn't look anything like an F. Okay. Okay, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. I'm seeing it. I'm putting it to... I can't get into Fritz. It's too late at night. And she is no longer outside. But I didn't know that was actually a store I could go into. I gotta be careful. In the morning, I'm gonna have to go back in. We're gonna have to talk to Kuno. There's no way he's gonna help me. He's just gonna be a little bitch.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
I need a fridge to stash the body.
For the fuck imp. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
I am literally, every single time I talk to Kuno, I want to throw this boy 500 meters. That Kim literally said, talk to him last, 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 talk to him last. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't think you know where any fridge is.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno gets around.
Kuno's 12. Where can I find this perfect fridge then?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
I will put points in rhetoric right now to beat this child. I don't give one fuck. Where is my rhetoric? It's 1. I can't. My intellect is so low. Everything is so low. I can't. This is embarrassing. I'm putting a point into rhetoric. At high levels, rhetoric will make you an impressive political beast. One whose beliefs are impenetrable, which is to say, one whose mind will not change. One who will calcify. I don't really want this, though. With low rhetoric, you'll have a hard time of shooting down any argument. Nailing people to their testimonies will be nigh impossible. These are going to be really hard for me. Anything to do with intellect is just, like, pretty much a loss. I could put it in and hope to get a little bit of points. Although out of all of these, rhetoric is probably not the one I want to do. Drama may render you an insufferable thespian. What? One prone to hysterics and bouts of paranoia. Some of these are bad. Got it. At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your clothing, conversations that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. With low Inland Empire, however, I got this. You'll be void of imagination and character, and then how will you shape the cosmos? I love this game. Oh my god. I could try with 15%. I can't save. The game doesn't like it when I save in combat. Convince Kuno to spill the beans. Okay. Maybe I could get better here. Bacon Man's in a rush. What's in it for Kuno? What's the return? What's the return on Kuno's investment? A corpse for your yard. Don't you have civic pride? Kind sir, I'll repay you for this information one day. Right now the clock is ticking. He has no civic pride and he won't like this. I'm going to try to convince him.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
No, he won't. Kid, this is serious. My job's on the line. He's gonna be like, I would be so happy if you get... I can't do his accent. Kuno'd be so happy if you get fired. Kuno's gonna love seeing you fired. Kuno's gonna fuck your ass. Are you sure about this? Sounds sort of weak, man.
No, it's not weakness. It's sincere. Do not confuse sincerity with weakness. Say it. Trust me.
Kid, this is serious. My job is on the line. If I don't get this sorted, I might actually get fired.
The fuck are you doing right now? The fuck is this shit?
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep telling your sad story.
I've lost almost everything, Kuno. My memory, my money, even my name. I can't lose my job, too. Please, please help me.
It's not that dramatic. We can just send the body to processing.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig. If you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
This isn't about me, Kuno. It's about the people I'm trying to help. It's too late for me anyway. If you don't tell me, I'll have to go ask other people, and that will take too long. The body is decomposing. No, sob story. Sob story.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. My morale's really low. Come on. Not Kuno being the death of me. Please. Oh no, these are all bad. That's it, folks. Oh man. I'm done, man. No one even likes cops.
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred.
He says with a sad half smile.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. It's because the Furrows lost that match, said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Mac Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all.
Oh man, that was our first game over. Okay, I gotta be careful. I'm not fucking around with Kuno now. He's not killing me. My morale is super low, man. Like, I think the why some of them are worse than others is because, like, if I put a bunch of points into psych, all of these would be high. So if they were all super positive, then that wouldn't really make me, like, that's not really how life works, you know? Like, sometimes things are a little bit more rounded. Like, I can imagine drama's not the best. Yeah, it makes you an insufferable thespian, prone to hysterics and bouts of paranoia. But at a low, I can't lie or discern when others lie. Everything has, like, a consequence or a price. I love, love, love the way they've done things, man. So there really is, like, a... It's just cool. It's just so cool. Ooh. Bridge.
For the fuck imp. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister.
Don't.
Kuno knows
I
a
don't
fridge.
believe
Kuno
it.
knows all kinds of shit.
Tell me.
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
I have to try this again. And I just want to see.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
Asking for class solidarity seems naive in this case.
Can't you see his hair is red? The color of social democracy?
That doesn't mean anything.
Just trust me. He'll sympathize if he realizes you could actually lose your job over this.
The fuck are you doing right now? The fuck is this shit?
Okay. It's okay. There's a bunch of
Don't
other
pay
options.
attention to
There's
him.
other options.
Just keep telling your sad story.
I've lost everything, Kuno.
It's not that dramatic.
Yeah.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig, if you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
This might be another -1 morale. This killed me. If I were Kuno, I probably wouldn't care. You lied to me, Golden Mouth Man.
You just haven't done it long enough. You need to do it even longer.
No. No, you're right, Kuno. If I were Kuno, I probably wouldn't care. Oh my god. I've done it again. I've done it again.
Despair creeps into you.
I can't.
Getting fat.
It's just a fail, isn't it? I'm just gonna have
Whatever
-1
noble intentions
morale
she once had
no
as a
matter
police officer,
what, based on
it's
failing
eating
that
them all
interaction.
up now.
Okay. Then honestly, Kuno's a loss. He's just a fucking loss, man. Fuck this fucking piece of shit. Kuno?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Fridge.
For the fuck imp.
I don't
Kuno
believe
knows
it.
all kinds
Fridge.
of bacon man's in a rush. But what's
I'll
in
repay
it for the
you
Kuno?
one day.
What's Kuno's clock's not doing shit? Kuno's got a fuckload of time.
Don't believe him, Kuno. He just wants to use your fridge.
A corpse-free ridden yard. Don't you have civic pride?
Kuno's got everything Kuno needs. All civics and shit.
You can't buy Kuno, pig. Kuno's already got everything.
If I had just done the first one. Oh my god. I don't even think it would have really made a difference. What would it have been, like 20? Fuck me. Don't help me, Kuno. You piece of
Wasn't
garbage.
going to. Kuno's not into bacon, Charity.
You can't turn Kuno into a little popo man. Kuno's his own man.
I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I am gonna have to figure out what to do until tomorrow, because the longer I wait to store the body, I'm trying to think, like, ask some local kids. The longer I wait, you know what? The other girl over there might know stuff. The longer I wait, the more the body decomposes. I'm worried if I go through the night, the body will decompose. Kuno is a piece of literal shit. Oh my god. What are those strange words you use, girl? No, go away. You're not gonna help me. I don't think she's the one I need about the fridge, man. Child, converse with me. Really got your finger on the pulse today. Literally, I really got my finger on the pulse of today's youths. Child, converse with me. Like, what do you think she's gonna say, man?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire?
Some of the other local kids. I've literally only met Kuno and Kunoise. We really need to get through the night. I'm very curious if there's a point where it'll just kind of force me. There's gotta be a point. I don't want to sell Kim's stuff. Can you tell I'm like super, like I don't want to sell stuff? Kunoise.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Oh my god, you are so annoying, Kunoise. I don't think there's gonna be any more people in this apartment building. Oh my god! Okay. I can't win that interaction with Kuno though, still. Like, how could I get all of that money without relying on Kim? I just don't even know. It's so late in the night, it's gonna make me sleep at some point, I think.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion.
What is this?
Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana first, though.
Oh. What quest was this? Open the apartment door for Everett. This is the basement door he was talking about. But I don't know where Manana is. I don't think he's here. Okay, cool. I didn't even know this was here. Great. And I could do this. This gives me 1 less morale. Damn, no, I'm not drinking alcohol. No alcohol. I'm taking these gloves off. Oh, no, actually. Oh, -1 drama actually isn't bad because drama is not the best trait to have. Time stops at 2 a.m. You have to find somewhere to sleep. Okay. Fuck me. All right, so I'm gonna get locked at a certain point anyway. All right, I might have to just sell Kim's rims.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
If someone in chat knows a way that I could sleep without selling Kim's stuff, tell me. Because I'm actually really curious. I mean, it might not even come back, you know? It could not come back. I'm just so curious if there's another way. There's definitely 1,000 ways, right? I would try passing time by sitting on a bench. Oh, that's actually a good shout. Well, now we know at 2 o'clock it's gonna cap me. It's gonna force me to make a choice.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Can I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
I literally don't want, he gave me rims to sell so that I could find a place to sleep for the night. And I don't want to do that because I really want to install his rims for him, man. Ah!
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canela comes to life with a whiny growl.
How did I get all my... What? How did I get those 3 charges?
Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
I could go back to Kuno. Highlights. Headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
Hair in my eye.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
What do you mean we just need to stand in front of the machine? Oh, to read the thing?
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, 2 men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this map?" Points.
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
He says he is finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
The lieutenant says without optimism. I was literally like, is this going to make him happy or unhappy? Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
The next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Why do I count them individually?
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
That's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
This is really cool. I didn't know about all this with the perforations. This is really cool. You can only sit on a bench without Kim. You can play this game without Kim? In what world? 18 years I've done this. I've walked the land telling horrors and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Oh god, these are awful. Literally, I like can feel my choices. Like, this is my superstar. One of these is my volumetric shit compressor. 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Oh my god, please. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. You really think I have any idea? Honestly, probably 4.
Maybe you were a diplomat, or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see.
I've got a lot.
Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I don't think I can re-become this person. I told you I was a superstar cop. I used to be good. That's some solace. I don't want to be down on myself.
Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct.
Fuck.
Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Oh.
You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
I've killed people?
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
So I'm a killer?
That's right. A killer of humans.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Okay.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. Okay. So I'm actually a pretty good officer.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator. Not to say relieved you're competent.
Oh yeah. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says, declining to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle a strain, Kim?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
These are my coping mechanisms.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Maybe I should find a hobby. My hobby was drinking and smoking. I'm trying not to have those hobbies now. Like, what are your hobbies, Kim?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Okay, all right. I'm glad I have a Spirit the Corpse because I saw it as a jab. Kim, maybe I should pour one out for the boys? The Fallen? Are we pouring one out for the boys?
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
Stop! I pick everything up, Kim! Kim, I pick...
A dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the lights of the Kanema.
Not him knowing that I picked that up. He's such a snitch.
Honorably done. You have given up some of your own blood for theirs.
I'm sorry for killing you. The gloaming comes for all, but it came first for you. I will make it okay with the power of rock and roll. Here's to you, honored dead.
Very noble of you. Are we done here?
Kim's judging me for carrying around the alcohol. I get it, Kim.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
You can now see your description on the... Whoa! Wait. Superstar Cop 5, Apocalyptic Cop 1, Sorry Cop 4, Communist 4, Fascist 3, Ultra Liberal 3, Moralist 2, Good Cop, Bad Cop 8. Wait, what am I, a good cop or a bad cop? Honor 1, People Killed 3, Cases Solved 216, 18 years in service. So I'm actually pretty close on, like, I could have been a fascist or an ultra-liberal at this point. I was, or a moralist. No, more so on these. It really was just, I barely made communism. I thought my communism was showing, man, but it wasn't. I was a little bit all-rounded.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
My capo type?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
I was kind of hoping I'm the superstar cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
No, don't! No! That's opting in! Oh! Fuck, I made me so unlikable. Why am I a superstar who apologizes all the time? You know what? I'm actually not sorry. Oh, but I suck! I kind of have to apologize. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. Like, oh, that's a killer. I'm sorry that I'm sorry is such a killer. I don't want to opt in. Won't the other capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry.
I'm trying to opt into everything, but... No, I don't think I'm gonna opt into this one. I didn't think I had developed myself so much into a sorry cop. But yeah, now it makes sense, right? If it hits 4, I get it as a thing. So somehow I'm a good cop, bad cop. I got the superstar, and I got the communist, so now I've gotten the sorry cop. Who do I apologize to just now to make this happen? Oh my god. Do I really want to be... Okay, I can have as many as I want, right? Look at all of these. Homosexual Underground. Why can't I have this one? Where's my homosexual underground? Actual art degree? Glands? Finger pistols? Hobo cop? We're pretty close on that one. Kind of feel like I've gotten the worst ones. Home Alone, Lonesome Home Alone is actually, I'm happy with. Volumetric Shit Compressor, I'm actually pretty happy with as well. It means I internalize everything, which is pretty, real. Superstar, I just thought was funny. But I'm really ranking this one up, man. Holy shit. Okay, I could opt in and then not learn it, right? I think I'm gonna opt in. I'm just gonna see what it says. No, maybe not. You know what? I'm not sorry. I kind of am, though. Like, I'm such a piece of shit, but I don't want I've been noticing my dialogue options have been incredibly narrowed because of how much I'm, like, going in specific directions. So, you know what? No. I'm not sorry. I'm changing my mind. I changed my mind. Halflight would go with 4. Fucking they should be sorry, man.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up.
Oh my god, am I not out? You know what? I'm actually not sorry. Am I not allowed to? I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
God, he's right. Stay till 2 a.m. and see what happens. I'm actually very curious what will happen at 2 o'clock. Maybe we'll just wait around. I'm gonna fuck off for now. I'm opting out.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then. Check out the big balls on Firecop.
Halflight actually liked that. And I just can't be a sorry cop. Now, we have our morale back. So what we can do is we can talk to Kuno without dying if we fail that check. Oh wait, did I already do that?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh, I did.
For the fuck imp. Good thing you asked the Kuno.
Yeah, I don't believe
Kuno
it.
knows all
Fridge.
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
I can do this.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
This isn't about me, Kuno. It's about the people I'm trying to help. It's too late for me anyways. I want to try this, because this is the one I haven't tried yet. It'll take too long. The body's decomposing.
But you see, Kuno wants for it to decompose. Kuno digs that cadaver shit.
Go fuck off and ask someone else. Kuno's not gonna snitch. He likes corpses.
Ugh.
Why don't we go pester some other kids now?
There's no... Where are these
Kuno
other
doesn't
children?
fucking care.
Kim, have you seen other children? It's fucking 1:41 in the morning. Tell me where these other children are, Kim. With your bright ideas. I was never gonna pass that check. Kim just wants to sleep, man. And I am not letting him. We're running around, Kim, until 2 o'clock at night. 2 o'clock in the morning, baby. There's no one else here I can talk to, right? I can talk to Kim more, but I don't think Kim's gonna have anything for me to say. I can't get past this guy to look at this.
Your race descent has temporarily...
Which is a shame. I think I might have looked at it though when the thing was I could go back and talk to Everett, but Mañana, I think, is the cook, and he's not there right now. You gotta spend money to make money. Shut the fuck up. I still can't do anything. I'm so curious what would happen if I just, like, broke this woman's door down. I'm not gonna be...
The door is closed.
The very aggressive type. But I'm, like, just very curious. Like, what would happen?
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. As you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand.
That was a challenging success, man. And for what? Just to tell me I was horny? Fuck off. Like, just let me stay here for one more day. The room's a fucking disaster. Ay, ay, ay. Mañana isn't the cook. Oh, shoot. I got their names wrong again. Can I talk to Mañana in the middle of the night? Have I not met Mañana? He's a guy sitting on the railing above the strike breakers, not the cook. Oh, that's right! He's not there right now. But he's this guy. Thank you. I totally forgot what his name is. Can I sit on a bench? You guys said I could sit on a bench to pass time, right? Not if Kim's with you. So he can leave. Time is not passing. I need to find someone to talk to. Or at least keep moving through a building a bunch of times.
Hello again, officers.
The lieutenant is hatred. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
I already did all this.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
No, I haven't. I guess I didn't succeed this check last time. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in the girl's features. Okay, I see. You mean Joyce?
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Hold on, what's Azan?
It's where they grow whores like her. And they're whoremen.
Why the negativity?
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
Bye, Cindy.
Good.
Got anything you can read in your inventory? That's actually a good shout. Yes, I do have an item I can read in my inventory. How conscious am I going to be when I'm reading it, however?
The face of King Freecell smiles
Constant
at you.
Coulter.
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
Okay.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tourney, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Read the profile of CS. Just a moment, what's the Tip Top
The
Tourney?
actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Read the profile?
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer
good
by the
ASMR,
subject's
isn't it, Nathan?
evident hostility to her interviewer. That certainly sounds like a certain delinquent youth who likes to harass you from her balcony.
Let's see what these top communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tourney.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
What's about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
Oh no, not the communism.
Thus, the so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real racers that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing, man.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave. This flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only true stakes are life and glory.
I was so dissociated that
by
way.
fiery dismemberment.
I never thought much about it that much.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Kim, do you know the Tip Top Tournier is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
I wonder what else is really just a metaphor. Nope. It's too bad. Nope, I gave in to this. I thought I liked Tip Top.
You can still like it, Detective. Just because a couple of fools wrote an article doesn't mean it's true.
Kim's right.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay. I want to get to 2 o'clock, but I have to stop now, and I don't know how long it's going to take. So I gotta stop. I gotta walk my dog. I gotta get some good relaxation. So I'm going to save. You too. Let me say goodbye to you first. You're amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being yourselves. I love you, YouTube. And bye, YouTube.